what he mentioned yesterday on Reaper. And then we'll get into the stories. Okay, hit it.
Completely open.
Okay, cool. This is actually a perfect tee up. Someone's saying a lot of people were saying they wanted a true crime channel, paranormal horror channel.
Okay.
I just put out a video that was like my biggest viewed video in a long time. My actual cameraman murdered his family. And I had to make a video. I was like, this is insane. I need to talk about this. It was like on my mind. So I kind of like vented about it. Yeah. And it got a lot of attention. The guy was crazy, obviously. And I hadn't worked with him in like 8 years, but he was a guy I was with a lot in my life. So I did that. And then I found out shortly, less than a year ago. And then my friend reminded me when I put that video out, my friend was like, oh, don't forget about your old apartment building. And I was like, oh my God. So then I did a follow-up video. The apartment I lived in, the actual building, the guy was like, I was number 544 was my unit number. And this like apartment building was like all Nike employees. This is up in Portland. Unit number 520, the guy in there murdered the girl across the hall in 513 shortly after I moved out. So I'm like, whoa, what the heck? So then I did a video on that. And so now we're starting this thing. So like I did these things that are getting a lot of attention, these videos I just put out, and now I'm here with you, and we're on my channel called Reaper. It's like, this is making sense. Maybe we need to talk about some of this spooky stuff that's going on. I don't know.
Okay.
I will say, Keem,
you can stop it there. Okay, so weird that, he's on the show Reaper.
Are you done with this completely?
Yeah, you're done.
Okay.
Yeah, the death is following him. So Nathan Barnett, better known online as Dad, is a comedian, actor, and dancer and YouTube creator who has been in internet culture for years. He first gained attention through his comedy character Keith Apicary, I believe it's how it's pronounced, a nerdy Sega obsessed gamer who mixed slapstick humor with wild stunts, often crashing conventions, shows, and even TV auditions. He actually tried out as this character on America's Got Talent, and it was out of control. So I don't think we can play that. We'll probably get copyright, but go and look at Keith Apicary on America's Got Talent. It is hilarious. So Barnett built a reputation for physical comedy.
Now, I'm not really aware of Dad's lore and everything, but I think as time goes on, I think I'm slowly going to be aware of it more and more. The fact that he is the bringer of death, the end of time. Oh my God. Oh man, if I had the time, I'm gonna probably post his face on the white pale horseman. That would be hilarious. But it is crazy that one of his ex-cameraman did a crime like that. I'm like, what? He did what now? And then I'm just like, what the hell, dude? What? And I'm just looking at him like, you seem really happy, but I would never say anything like that, especially with the tone of voice he had and that coloring. I'm like, oh boy. So yeah, so let's begin our long video of us covering the LCU season 1 proper, I guess. Oh, what a way to start.
hell yeah. And what Keem did, he switched around a lot of the schedule. So it's crazy.
Dad looks like he I don't know, like knocked out Mr. Rogers and stole his clothes. Now he's no
He's like, these are mine.
Hey, you don't look like Mr. Rogers.
I love his mustache. I love his mustache so much. It's so violent. It's so aggressive and just like, in your face. Like, hello, I'm Dad. Here's my mustache. I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
More like a mugshot. Like, have you seen this guy lately? That's
What?
Who has mustaches?
No.
I hate mustaches. Do you like mustaches? Do you think they actually look attractive on men?
I like mustaches. I think
Really?
you can get really like fancy with them too, and like put like the gel in it, and then like design them.
Oh,
in different
really?
ways.
Like a twisty thing? Like I knew a guy. That did that.
Yeah.
Every
I
so
like that kind of stuff.
if you go to the hillbillies here in Germany, it very rarely, but sometimes you see them doing that stuff with the old mustaches. You know what you do? You should twist it. It's wild. That are not members. I'm not gonna call in. Nobody's gonna call in and face me. It's not gonna happen. So you have some stuff here? Let me check it out.
I'm sending some stuff
All right,
over
what do we
to
got?
you. I'm still trying to find the Aussie stuff where they talk about Keem. I don't know what the fuck they said about him.
Guys,
last
yesterday you were theorizing whether or not I worship Satan.
No, we were not. Becky was positing that you basically have a cult. You're a sadist. You have sadistic
When was this? This must have been a while, 4 months ago.
tendencies, she said.
Like, I don't know.
And that might track, but that's not Satanism.
Why is he so eager to hurt people? Becky was right. Why did we come here?
He's a fucking psychopath, and he's getting, like...
You get all excited for this shit. Yeah, this is some sort of sexual thing for him, I bet.
I very much do not worship Satan. Very much.
No one don't. Yes, no one here thinks you worship Satan. That was never brought up. Beelzebub was never mentioned once in that conversation.
Okay, sure.
It's interesting to see Tommy C react to this newer stuff. Well, not newer stuff, but react to a lot of older stuff. I mean, the mustache thing, that's pretty new. Pretty new. As a guy who has a mustache and a beard, I would say that I take quite offense to this. But then again, every so often I do shave it off completely and start fresh. Because I'm very picky about my beard, my mustache. But back to the whole Satanist thing. They do bring that back up on live, and they actually do explain to Keem in more detail. We'll get to live when we get to live. But I think Tommy C kind of responding and just reacting to a lot of the older stuff that happened in the LCU, it's pretty hilarious. Because his general attitude and reactions to this stuff is way different than other people. Where he's just looking at this like, it's just for content. Do people really take it serious and they need to? And I think I like the attitude where he's coming from, because he's so blunt. He's so blunt about it. He's like, what the freak are these people doing? I'm like, oh, I can't wait for them to explain the full lore of Becky, because that's gonna be hilarious.
Anyway. No thanks.
I'm like, hey yo, like, I actually had a really terrible date with CD.
So you let him come over and smash after, right?
I did. And then I'm literally
Hold on. Why is that timestamp like way off?
That's such a lie.
So excited about that.
All right, just let me. That timestamp was in the wrong place.
Over and smash after, right?
All right, fuck's sake.
Come on, Rastov, get it together. Get it together, Rastov.
Zay looks like she's sick. I hope she wasn't sick.
Hamstring, welcome to Band World.
Right.
Thank you so much.
So Buff from Nerds, all right, capitalized on your pain and said a whole bunch of fucking terrible shit that you apparently forgave him for, but you haven't even heard what he said yet.
I haven't either.
Do I need to?
I think you do. I think, bro. All right, let's look at the fucking
Okay, I have a question. Now, did anybody else notice this last night? Was it just me, or the whole time Tech Talk was going, it was like Rastov and CD were in one conversation, and it was like Sweet Tea was lagging a bit, and she was like behind in the conversation, or she was having a totally different conversation with them that they weren't even talking about. Is it me, or was that what was going on? Swear to God. Okay, so I'm not crazy then.
So, yeah, trust me, people are going to respond to this, and when we get into Taz and Nerd and the other show, and their general response to this, the whole thing about capitalizing pain, and I think I already did this video from the day before, but we are going to have to talk about this again, about nerds being both offensive and defensive. Works in their favor. Essentially, yeah, one above some moment in capitalizing on CD-ROM, but it's because, like, let's be real, regardless of my criticism of Buff, there is a part of me that acknowledges that Buff is playing a very smart game. He sees an opening, he sees a wound, he attacks it just enough where it's not bleeding, it won't cause enough, well, it may bleed just a little bit, but it won't cause like an infection, but it'll leave a bit of a scar, right? Not a very visible scar, but a scar nevertheless. And I think that's something that CD-ROM has to learn to pick up on quick, because I feel like he's just gonna keep getting hit constantly without a moment of pause. It's like, dude, and well, we will get to Tech Talk response to this stuff and everything, but it's like, you know, dude, you're older than one Buff, but I think one Buff knows the game better than you, and I think that's very important to understand.
Of being in front of the camera, I gotta give it to her. This is cringe. This is like cringe rage bait. It's not even good. You know? So I have to give it to Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea's a lot more entertaining. I agree.
I guess that's how the turntables turn. So then,
how long do you think the Lacey dolls will last? Lacey has to leave at the end of the month. So my guess is 2 weeks. And you know what, Xylee is short? If Zay is going to defend her, let Zay defend her. Zay's a grown-ass woman. She can defend whoever she wants with whatever she wants. Lacey didn't do something so bad that I would look sideways. I mean, I look a little bit sideways because I think she set Zay up for that shit, but Zay's a grown-ass woman. If she wants to defend her and wants to still be her friend, she can still be her friend. None of my business.
I think it's just an interesting clip, in my honest opinion, because what Xylee is saying is true. You can't deny that. Yeah, Zay is a grown-ass woman. She's in her early 20s, right? That's essentially adulthood for a lot of people. She is allowed to make friends with people that she wants to make friends with. She is allowed to interact with people like that. It is her choice. It is her decision. Even if you think that what she's doing with her, well, I mean, whether or not she did get set up, I think you can say that it clearly is there. You can also say that they kind of sort of not really planned it, but they sort of had it in mind, or really they probably thought about it, but thought like, okay, that's not gonna happen. There's no way she's like that. Again, it's sort of going around playing the game of politics as always. And whether or not Zay decides to still be her friend, it's her choice. Now, whether or not she gets set up in the future, I mean, that's up to you, right? I think, you know, if you got set up once, you're probably going to get set up again. And that's something you got to learn. But if they still want to be friends with her, I mean, that's her decision. There's nothing you can do. She is a grown-ass woman, as Xylee said. So truthfully, it's really not much you can do. I mean, obviously, if my friend got set up like that, I would probably be the same way. But in the end, you know, you're a grown-ass adult. But then again, most grown-ass adults in their early 20s are really have a tendency to act like a child. So, you know, but it is what it is. And when I mean a child, I mean I'm referring to that, like, you try to give them a warning or a heads up and they don't really take it. I don't mean like a child, like throwing a temper. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Throwing hissy fit. There you go.
She got you because she brought up an example of fucking Billy getting wasted on
of course,
on a driving stream.
Yeah.
And you know what's really funny though about that, Xylee? I like how fast you deleted that fucking video. I thought Billy wasn't drunk. He was just driving in his car. He was comfortable. Then why did you delete the video then, baby girl? But don't worry about that. We got you though. But anyway, let's get to why this shit all popped off in the first place. Let's get to the fucking biz. Let me get the I got the clip, bro. Let's get to the business, man. Let's get to the business, bro.
Yeah. I don't think you told me to watch out for shit like that. You told me not to trust them, and I don't trust anyone. It doesn't make any sense.
Bro, she got you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you.
She got me as soon as she got Twiggy and Gagey as well. Hey, look, at the end of the day, I got fucking censored by Keem because I was doing a protest in the VC. That's as simple as. You didn't like the protest to get the test VC back? That's dirty, motherfucker. Done goofed me. Oh, absolutely, lad. Absolutely. That son of a bitch fucking duped me.
You're too dumb for me, bro. Keem didn't even know what you did in the VC, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't even know.
No, he did. He fucking told me about it afterwards, motherfucker.
Yeah, afterwards. You know how he found out about it? Because I got the clip.
Right, he knew about the entire time. Trust me. He literally came into the VC.
Bro, let me go ahead and play the clip, bro. Let me play the clip. Go ahead. Go pull me up.
I see you're in a cunty mood today. This is gonna be fucking interesting.
I'm gonna play the clip. God damn, bro. I gotta come with the goddamn receipts, man. I gotta come with the fucking receipts. Here we go, man. Let me roll this up here.
One rule for one. Absolutely right, Dean.
And yeah.
Oh, fucking. Let me get the rum ham. Go on, play them.
Here we go.
Move on. Test today. Yo Mama did a 1.5-hour hit piece on us.
Okay, it wasn't an hour and a half.
Oh,
he wasn't even on there an hour and a half.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Why are you clocking me, old decrepit? Who cares? I know how to drag you. It only takes me 10 minutes to drag you, Xylee. It only take me 10 minutes.
A 3-hour show.
Yeah, but he was on there maybe.
It only take me 10 minutes.
He fucking he can't keep getting away with it. He's destroying us.
He
Kind of is. You deleted your whole video.
So did everybody get set up? Yeah. Trust me. We'll get into the whole drinking and stuff later on the video. Particularly when live announced it, where we'll wait till live. Because if you're not aware, essentially over the weekend before the whole network change and everything, Billy decided after drinking for so long, decided to drive, decided to get in his car. Now, whether or not he drive and they had to take down a whole video because of it, because it makes him look pretty guilty, makes you ask yourself, it makes you ask yourself, were they guilty about what they were doing? Yeah, I mean, to the point where now, and I'll just say it now, it's gotten to the point where you could get suspended for hitting a pen or taking a drink on stream. And even if you look like you're a little intoxicated or a little high, yeah, you'll still get suspended. So it should say a lot, right? And I'm pretty sure that this isn't the first time this has happened. I'm pretty sure this happened only 2 other times where a host got in so plastered they had to make a whole, ban across the board. Am I shocked? No. But it's like, wow. And poor Nightmare, he looks so dead right now. He looks a little tired. He's like, damn, what's wrong with me?
Mama called in the pirates for backup, right?
Yes.
And I was not fully understanding every aspect of Yo Mama's criticism because I only heard the three-headed snake part, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm watching this back, and I'm like, yeah, I do remember Nightmare completely ruining this. Nightmare, can you please please grasp it? No one cares that you can play the drums and shit. When Yo Mama is cooking, bro, he's cooking. He's saying something that people are gonna react to. They're gonna have responses to. You gotta sit back and let the man cook, bro. You gotta let him cook.
What the fuck you on about drumming for?
You're right.
I don't know. You were interrupting the whole segment when Yo Mama was cooking yesterday, saying, "Hey, did you play a gift? Did you play a gift?" He wasn't done. He was putting he had the whole conspiracy theory. He was about to put the final thing on it, and you're interrupting his. Bro, come on, man, come on.
That's true.
What a dumb theory, to be fair. But I wasn't even on about fucking drums there. What the fuck are you talking about?
A dumb theory that the three-headed snake is taking people out left and right. How's it a dumb theory?
That's true. You was interrupting that shit. That's crazy. And he ain't lying. When the reaction channel,
my brains got fucking rocked by that fucking sound I was having in the background. I was having loads of audio issues, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on with my computer?" So I was asking.
Man, we don't want to hear any excuses. He is right.
That's exactly what I was fucking saying, clown.
Bro, when the reaction channels is watching us, bro, and they seeing me cook, and you just interrupt out of fucking nowhere, they gotta skip past you, my boy. They hit the skip button and you did it.
Okay, listen, Nightmare. This is what you need to understand. Remember when nerds took your spot and I was like, look, they're performing too well. I got to reward them and da-da-da-da. Yeah. Yo Mama's pitch to me was look, we're doing stuff going viral. We're doing stuff that other people outside of the LCU is reacting to. And yesterday he was cooking and Savage and Roxy Dunn did a whole stream reacting to it. And I had to watch it to get caught up on what I'm missing. And today I have to issue some punishments. Something happened that I didn't even know truly happened, right? But all I'm saying is, yeah, I did not know that took place, even though I was in that call at some point, but he was just sitting in his car. Mm-hmm. It was not moving when I was there. So I didn't, I got to get to the bottom of that today. So that's a whole thing. But all I'm saying is, this dude's cooking. This dude's calling in for backups, getting the pirates to come in here, bro. You gotta wake up, bro. This is your teammate, dude. He is on your team, bro.
Yeah, I know that, motherfucker. But my
now they talk about the whole situation about how Roxy and Savage cover it, which Don't worry, I'll cover that video too. I do have a lot of video that I need to cover. I am quite behind with some things, so that will be on the list. Hopefully that will come out today. Me finally covering that and the iVixie stuff. Particularly the iVixie Ruby stuff is probably going to come out first. Then the iVixie Becky stuff will come out next. So I am a bit behind with everything. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, ladies and gentlemen. That will be coming out today. I'm just way behind, mostly because I was just dead tired the last 2 or 3 days back to back. But back to Tess particularly right now. And they do bring up Grim in that situation with... Yeah, you know, I feel bad for the guy. And then they bring in Froggy. But I wanted to talk about this clip because, yeah, what your mama is saying is true. He is trying to make Tess much more viral by talking about topic, by blowing things up. Essentially, your mama is playing a game of viral. He knows what will attract the audience. He knows what will attract a whole new strain of people, and he knows that reaction channels or even clippers, obviously you can name who you want, are going to respond, and they have to respond because, well, why not? In the LCU, particularly, getting new eyes and getting new people on to their channel is extremely important. And if Tess is the one that's doing it, then Tess is the one that's going to do it, and I think they're going to be the one who are more successful, in my honest opinion.
Blank, like, what exactly do you want me to explain from my side of the story?
Okay, so more so just showing when CD comes up. So Buff apologizes. I also said it was fucked up. I don't come.
This is the first apology.
Is the first apology. There is a few.
No, because this is what happened. My ass was like, I'm drunk. I'm gonna say some fucked up shit. Minecraft yourself. Look at the chat. They say hate. They say boo, boo. I'm basking in all the evil energy. And then I'm just like, my cousin KY'd himself. A lot of people did that. It's pretty fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Fuck. I fucked up. Fuck. And that's going on internally. And like I said, like, we're just going to watch this. It's going to be repeatedly doing this. Like, oh, well, that was fucked up of me.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucked up of me.
Was it
well,
pretty
that's
much
fucked up. Hey, this is the Weeb fucked up episode, so I hope you guys strapped in. I got to come up with a good punishment.
And before you even apologized, there was the whole conversation where Xylee asked what happened. I explained, and we were talking about it, and you felt bad. Like, it was just like a whole thing of just like him just going back and forth about this, right? So then this all happens. From your perspective, you were cool with CD?
Wait, first of all, why do people always like do this? I never hated CD-ROM. Like, can we get that straight? I just like fucking with him because when I first saw him, I'm gonna tell you something. When I first saw CD-ROM, I was incredibly high. And I just got done watching Jimmy Neutron.
No, all right. Let's get into this whole nerd thing because this will be brought up again later. Trust me, it will be brought up. Particularly in live and in Tech Talk itself, I believe, even in Rewind. So this would be brought up quite a bit of time. Now, personally, I can see what Rasta was saying. Well, I mean, I already knew what he was saying. That Rasta was saying that they have a tendency to play offensive and then quickly play defensive. And if this doesn't illustrate what Rasta was saying, there's probably other points, whether it be Zay or above, but in a way it works. It works for a reason. It gets the audience. Not only that, but it gets other people to talk about it, and it gets the initial response. Even if they were drunk or high when they first initially said what they said, it doesn't matter. I think if you press them just a bit, I think they would admit that, like, yeah, what I said was messed up, but, like, you know, I can't do anything to take it back. And that's just something that people are like. And can I really blame Buff? It's like, no. You can call him whatever you want, but in the end, it's like, well, it got people attention. And in this network, or really on YouTube, getting people attention, even for a split of a second, it's extremely important. Because it shows, this is something I learned from my own stream, is that if the consumer is pausing from consuming other things and is watching and only consuming you have essentially won that consumer completely. And I think whether Buff knows that or not, and I think a part of me thinks that he doesn't, but I think he may come to realize that soon, is that he is playing a smart game. Or you could say he's playing a bit of a destructive game, but it's a game that is working in his favor. For now, at least. For now.
Nightmare so much that he turned back into a quiet baby bitch. Nightmare is sitting back there seething. Yo mama is over there taking every motherfucking head pat yo mama did on that shit. Pass the buff bag back. Weave is back. No more shame is here. I want to see what the fuck yo mama was cooking over here when Nightmare was over there bitch balling out the motherfucking gate like I just was. NDF rise, Weave rise, lock the fuck in. A little tipsy say play this fucking clip. Let's fucking go.
You talk so much fucking shit, bro. And it's hilarious. All you do is dick right, bro. If you were so successful in new virality, your show would be doing fucking phenomenal. You came here to get because you saw, oh, fucking hell, Nightmare can carry me, bro. Let's just be fucking based about it.
Yeah.
If I was worse than you wouldn't have taken the show. You said you didn't want an LCU show, Elgo.
This is amazing.
No, I'm being factual. Bro, I ain't amazing, but I'm 10 times better than you. You know why? Because you've been doing this for a decade and a half. I've been doing this for 4 months, and I'm already above your level, bro. I'm just fucking serious.
All right, time for me to do my interject. Pause this shit. Look, look at that. Look at that. Nightmare, we've talked about this. Literally, Keem came in there, lit his ass on fire, and he attacked you. Why do you keep letting these people do that? I may be the guy that let somebody say that said KYS, but literally you are KYSing your show by not fighting for what the fuck you built. You brought your shit back. You held this shit down by yourself without him. I know that fucking Yo Mama brings content. He brings views. He brings controversy. He's your own attack dog. You don't even have to fucking do it. He looks at every single motherfucker in this universe and he is gunning at this motherfucker. You don't sit there like, I know I just sat back. I had to readjust myself. I fell into a deep fucking pit just now. But now that fucking Weeb is back, now that the NDF is in my fucking blood, don't let this motherfucker push your ass out. He's giddy because he knows the fuck he is. He's giddy because people have been gassing his big-headed little fucking lying ass the fuck up for the last 2 fucking months. Never fucking forget who the fuck you are, Nightmare. Go at this goofy goober ass motherfucker. This big headed ass nigga. Nobody gives a fuck about Yo Mama besides the people that want to see Yo Mama come at people. The reason why Keem likes Yo Mama, the reason why people like Yo Mama, because he is not afraid to go at somebody no matter who the fuck they are. And I will always fucking give that to him. But he did kick a cat. Now keep going.
Yeah.
It isn't just bullying fat women. What the fuck do you bring to the table?
That's what I do.
Yeah, is that what you did on your own channel? Like, how well was I doing again? Didn't you go an entire year where you made less than $1,000?
Yeah, I'm kind of understanding, but how do I bully fat women when Amber Lynn Reed gives you props and
so one person just announces everything else you've done?
Booty Beauty, other.
Don't you make satirical comments on Phoebe all the time?
No.
But didn't you make comments about being in the hospital?
You don't understand what I do. I go at the hate channels that attack and bully over.
On one end, you can say that, yeah, it is a Nightmare show. Agree. But at the same time, it's like, well, what is Test, essentially, right? Test was it was a show of different stuff, but it's really more like a Discord call. And Keem doesn't like that. How many times has Keem said to Rewind, to Balls, and so on, and other hosts and other shows that he does not want a Discord call show. He wants you to do some type of content. He wants you to do something. Drama or not, he wants some type of content. And he has made it clear number of times. And I feel like people who don't realize that, don't realize that's what Keem wants. It's really what it comes down to. Yeah, Nightmare can get mad for all he wants about this, but and yeah, Buff can say that he, Nightmare brought, Test from death, but it's like, you can't deny the importance of Yo Mama playing a bigger role in really helping Test get the numbers up, getting the views up, getting everything up. It's the interview with iVixie. It's a really great example of that. And so to me, it's like, Nightmare, you may not care, but it matters more than you think. And whether or not you and Yo Mama are sometimes playing up a role, right, for the camera, right? Because sometimes it does feel like they just get into an argument because they know it's entertaining and people like that. Sometimes I feel like that happens on Nerd, but I think it's more genuine on Nerd than it is on Test, but I'm not sure. Let's move on.
You can get over there.
She's working with sucky people like CD-ROM. How's that a fucking challenge?
She was with Grimm's toy last night, and we talked about sex, and it was so cringy. It was.
Well, that's true. I don't got nothing to do with
yeah,
that.
Exactly. It's not entertaining. Nobody wants to donate to her. She clearly said she scripts everything. She clearly says she wants to be the bad guy, but then cries and says, "I don't want to. No, I didn't do that."
Are
you
jealous of Niecy too?
I'm not jealous of anyone. Who am I jealous of? I got timed out. I think
Lacey doesn't talk bad about you, Gidgey, and you talked bad about her for the last 2 days. So what is she doing to piss you off?
the same thing that she's done to the entire LCU. She has toyed with CD. She has made up lies. She's obnoxious. And yeah, you're right. That could be. But you know where she fucked up? She said everything she does is scripted and written down. She has no validity. She has no validity.
That she should not have said.
You two can sit here and try and build her up all you want. She's a fail. Mark my words.
Well, so is it Sweet Tea?
I bet I can make her not a fail.
I challenge you to do it. I want to see it because I think she is
I think I could do it.
horrible live streaming. I think she is very boring. Very boring.
Do you know that my nose is fucking so swollen it's across my whole...
No.
Buff,
I
why are we...
I wanted parts of me to end. I wanted the pain of people making fun of me for being big to end. I wanted to have friends and people not to judge me for being a weird anime lover. But that wasn't what motivated me. It was to hate myself. And I guess I projected that onto you in a way that was disgusting and drunk, and there's no fucking way I can actually make up for it. But like I already said on Nerds, I'm going to be donating to a sewer slide prevention.
Triple A super chatted $19.99. Happy to see Wings back. Hearing him laugh and have a good time again. Welcome back, Pimp.
Look at Rastov's fucking face, dog. Look at his face. This guy's talking about how he hated himself and he wanted to end his Minecraft game because he was fat. And Rastov's over there thinking about fried chicken, just zoning the fuck out because he knows he's fat and shit too. Sweet Tea's concerned as hell.
That's not true. What Rastov's doing right now is he's the only one on panel that isn't buying Buff's bullshit. That's what that face is.
Oh, I recognize one of these manipulation tactics right here. I'm going to donate to a charity to make up for the people I harmed. Hey, that don't do it, fuckface. I gave all the money in the world to
Pink Heart
a
super
charity.
chatted
Didn't mean shit.
$20. CD.
I don't know why, but rewatching this just makes me laugh so hard. I'm just like, why is this making me laugh? And now that I really look at everything, I'm like, yeah, you could kind of tell that Buff is kind of being a little scummy. But again, he is playing the game. Is it working in his favor? Yeah. Are people able to call it out? Yeah, but it's already too late. It's already too late. I'm sorry, but I already said what I said earlier. I gotta keep up the energy. So to me, it's like, well, even if he donates, it kind of doesn't matter. I'm sorry, but like, you can get mad all you want, but it's like, donating ain't gonna do shit. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long. Oh, it's gonna be a long one. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be a long part of life today. But no, yeah. As Boogie said, yeah, it is a tactic. It is a manipulation. It is a manipulation tactic. We saw Boogie pull that. I mean, he was able to make Mutahar donate $4,000. I have to tell you a lot.
That's gonna make you forgive him, bro. I'm sick of you not defending yourself, bro. You got to man up and not forgive this man for at least 90 days, bro. I'm sorry, Bob. You said some shit like that to me. You're not getting forgiven in at least 90 days, bro. If you ever disrespected me like that, motherfucker, I hate you. I fucking hate you, and I'm gonna get your ass. I'm gonna get revenge, and then you can apologize to me. This whole fucking like I was a loser when I was fucking younger shit, like this salesman bitch, bro. He had your ass. Yo, Buff Tom the fuck out of all four of you. I saw it in real time, dude. Like no one is talking to me that way. You got CD. You got to man the fuck up, bro. I can't take this, dude. You're 30-some years old, bro. You got to be a fucking man at some point, bro. You got to. That's it.
You were a man when you told him it was going to take time.
He goes, and now I got that to deal with. Yeah, you do. You do.
So someone on the Discord just said that we bullied CD-ROM when we were on live, and now we're suddenly defending him. If you can't tell the difference between us trying to toughen him up, us trying to get him laid, us busting his balls, and also paying him handsomely to do it. Or another show dragging his ass and telling him to delete his Minecraft account when he's already depressed. You can't tell the difference between those two things. You are as fucking stupid as I think you are.
Yeah. The whole situation just pisses me off, bro. I'm mad at CD.
Afroman
I'm mad
K2
at
super
Buff.
chatted $19.99.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Being disrespected like that, brutal. But then only to Keem to come in and tell you how disrespected you're getting and then how he would handle it, brutal. It is not looking good for CD Haram. And truthfully so, not without reason. It's like, dude, like you're in your 30s, grow a little bit of a ball and just fight back. Say the same shit to Buff, and then people complain about it. It's like, well, you said it first, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Right? It's like I get it. You want to be the wholesome, good guy, and I don't want to, you know, it's fucked up to say this, but what Lisi said is sort of true, right? That, you know, good guys don't end. They don't usually win, right? It's like, dude, like you gotta grow some balls, but trust me, when we get into tech talk, kind of does a little bit. Now, before we go forward. Around this stream, Keem did make an announcement that he will be banning all, you know, marijuana pens and all liquor. So that is interesting. And if you do get high or do drink, you are suspended for a whole week. And I believe they agreed that any money that is made will be given to a charity. So yeah, it a little harsh, yeah, but it was mostly his response to the whole thing about, you know, Billy driving. Well, I'm not driving, but being in the car under the influence. What I did say, and I did mention that depending on the state you're in, or even, well, I wouldn't even say the state, but I think it depends on how severe the states are going to be. That even if you're in your car intoxicated, if your keys are still in the car while you're intoxicated, you can actually still get arrested. So there's that to think about.
In the chat, V's for CDs.
I don't know if you're going to try to make that stick, but let me tell you, it ain't going to work. V's for CDs, my aft.
You said CD is bed, bath, and beyond annoyed. Yes! Could you please just explain why you are so upset?
Freaking nerds, man. When does it end? When does it end, Rastov? When does any of my suffering end?
Oh.
When? Because it started...
Turd super chatted $19.99. CD, maybe your standards are too high. Get yourself a nice BBW. Can somebody send me a membership up Plaza?
If someone could send Amber to a membership, that would be great.
Didn't even have the TTS open, so I couldn't even hear that. That's cool. Great. Thanks.
Well, carry on popping off.
I don't know how many times I'm going to need to stop to collect my thoughts. I'm all over the place, and I don't know where to direct my anger, so everyone's getting it today. Just everyone. Starting with her camera. What is this?
Jeez. I don't know. It's just the worst fucking timing, bro. It's just the worst. I can't... This is a cluster. This is a fucking cluster, dude. This is an actual cluster. She looks very distressed.
We all are.
I mean...
Like... When is enough, dude?
Well, I mean, when it comes to nerds, enough is after they've attacked, and then right before you attack back. That's when enough is enough.
After they've attacked. That's cute.
Yeah.
So much for Defense Force.
No, they're not a defense. It's an attack. It is a purely...
So, yeah, most of the early parts of this stream of Tech Talk was just them kind of going over the fact that they got played pretty hard by One Puffweed. And how they got pretty, you know, got criticized heavily from Keemstar. Now, to be fair and to be even more truthful, I mean, like, what do you like? It's like, I mean, like, what do you expect? Like, you kind of did it to yourself. You did it to yourself mostly. I mean, you come off as a bit of a weakling, and you don't really defend yourself. You're trying to try to do the good boy act, but it doesn't really work out in your favor every time it happens. So in my eyes, it's like, well, you're not really helping your case. You really are not helping your case every time this happens to you. So, you know, yeah. And I felt like his anger, or what he was trying to evoke as anger, did not feel real. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe for saying that, but I feel like he's not actually being genuinely angry, and it just feels a lot more forced. So, yeah. Let's move on.
And all these lessons you've learned, especially in front of thousands of people to ridicule about it. You went through a hyperbolic time chamber of emotional training, and whoever the fuck you end up in life with is going to be the luckiest person in life, whether they're man or female.
Lost in Gaming super chatted $20. Thanks for the happy birthday, Wings. Really appreciate it, pimp.
A hyperbolic time chamber. Bruh. Let's go.
Buff is in here saying whoever you end up with in life is going to be the luckiest woman ever. After he just got laughed and giggled that CD-ROM got cheated on, that he kissed Seaman, that he should kill him. Bro, that's great.
Okay, so I went over that because we didn't get a chance to go over it last night. I went over that today on Reaper, right? And I'm sorry, Buff was basically calling Lacey a hoe to her face. He was just using CD-ROM to do it. That's how I took what he said.
Well, sure, he was calling her a hoe to her face, but he was also saying CD-ROM was kissing pecker juice, you know? Like, so it's like you can fuck two birds with one stone, you know? He was being...
Yeah, no, I get that, but
it was,
I don't know, I didn't...
But here's the thing, that sort of talk... It should be fine here because we're all vile, like, people. We all talk shit, except CD-ROM, who literally takes it all and then says, "Okay, well, can I build you a birdhouse? Can I? You mind if I make you a smoothie?" He's
So. Probably used the wrong clip for rewind, my apology. But besides rewind, recovering everything, one of the main focus point of rewind, at least for the most part, at least early on, was the whole thing about Billy drinking and driving. Which is very ridiculous because, again, the whole ban and everything, right, the whole ban and how they personally took it and the amount of sweeping. But as somebody who's, you know, has been around drinkers and who lives in a very much drink central town. What I mean by that is, like, you know, there's a lot of heavy drinkers here, so a lot of people here would generally drink, and there's a lot of people who drive while drunk. You know, I know I'm not gonna make any excuses for that. It is what it is, because there is no excuse for drinking and driving. There really isn't. So it is interesting to see him trying to, like, sweep it, but not realizing that depending in the law, and I think I already said it in the live segment, but depending on the state or even county or I would even say city, even or anywhere really, if you have your car keys in the car or still intoxicated, you can still get hit with the DUI. So even, let's say hypothetically, Billy got into the car, he only drove. Let's say hypothetically, right? Let's say hypothetically he was outside his house. And he got into the car, and the cop saw him, and the cop thought maybe he's a little drunk. He can still got in trouble. It's really ridiculous to believe that you wouldn't get in trouble for something like that, and then you're trying to sweep it and say it's not a big deal, where in reality it's a lot more of a bigger deal than it is. Because when it's coming to drinking and driving, certain cities or even certain states or even counties, right, are extremely aggressive. To the point where I believe certain cities, right, certain especially college towns, have pretty aggressive, you know, drinking and driving law. So, and given that I'm not doxing him, right? I'm not doxing Billy, but I know he lives in the West Coast in a big city. I can imagine that their drinking and driving laws must be extremely aggressive. So to simply sweep it and pretend it's a nothing burger comes off as really like, why? Why pretend that it isn't when you know it clearly is? If you're trying to sweep, if you're trying to pretend that it's not a big deal, well, that's on you. That's literally like the most dumbest thing you could do. But in the end, that's just an opinion of mine. Well, not an opinion. Again, if you look at the laws of any big city or any town, they will hit you pretty hard. All right.
Then I saw that she was up there in the fucking live on air, but her stream had not started.
There you go. She's here.
Hello, Lychee. Welcome to LOL Cal Aussie.
Hello,
So I helped her
Lacey.
get the fucking stream started, helped her with a couple tech issues, and then I was pretty much fucking gone. Like, I said, ping me if you need me, but I'm pretty much fucking out. So I don't know how your stream went. How did your stream go last night?
Oh, it was very boring.
There was war
Can't hear
in the
ya.
chat.
Oh, hold on.
Well, we can hear you. You're just kind of quiet.
Boy, she don't look too enthused about going on. Come on, Niecy, wake it up. Come on, girl, come on. Woo! Yee! Come on, get out hyped.
Wake up!
Okay, does that sound better?
Yes. It's a little better.
Okay.
Shut up,
yeah.
Mike.
The
What are you showing off in front of Lacey now? Stay.
You just went, you said, is that better? And you went, yes.
All right,
What
so
the
here's the
fuck
thing,
was that,
right?
bro?
So
Lacey.
the stream. So yes.
I see you, Steak. I see your
The
game.
stream-
I see you.
The
Your
stream
thing,
was
buddy.
mid
They
at
don't
best,
see it, baby.
but there was slight potential there, right? Now,
Everyone should have shut that one down as well. He shut me down. You know what? And people thought that I was really fucked up at the end of my stream. My computer took a complete shit. It was loading. I remember that it was loading, and my YouTube was saying that like it couldn't connect, and my Discord was saying it couldn't connect. And so even though you guys could see me, I couldn't see jack all shit that was going on. So yeah, I was fucked up, but I was not blacked out in the way that the other hosts have been. And I think that in itself, the fact that I got dragged for that is bullshit. I think that's bullshit. People want to say like, oh, like you could have like done this or that, like you were acting so inappropriately. Then why is my stream still up but Billy's isn't? Like my stream's still up but Billy's isn't. Keep that in mind. If it was that bad, it should have been taken down. But it wasn't. So that's all.
So let's end this off. I skipped ball because there wasn't really anything in balls for me to cover. And honestly, it was just, again, like what Keem hates a Discord call stream. I was expecting him to cover more of the more local stuff, but I'm perfectly fine for now if they don't. I think it's a good time to take a bit of a break when you're covering a lot of locals, so there's that. And obviously, the late night shows like Ball, Ozzy, and I guess Dolls now are a lot more like relaxed shows. There's not really much going on. There's not a lot of content they can produce or create because it's the end of it's essentially the end of the, cycle show, right? It's the end of the cycle show, so it's fine. It's fine. And obviously, Lacey went on about the whole drinking stuff that happened. Not really much I could really say. It is what it is. It is what it is. I think that's all really I could say. It was a good set of streams. Till next time, God bless.